Hello everybody, welcome back to Pyrene. We have a new quest. We need to confront Andos because they have not been telling us the whole truth. I assume we can choose any of our characters to go and do this. So, who do we want to play as? We've got 2 wins and 2 wins and then 1 win apiece. So you know what, let's go back down to Matilda here. And we'll start... I don't love the searing heat of the heart of the mountain, I'll be honest. But maybe we get that out of the way, because this is the short part of the run. 5 nodes on the path now, so things looking to be a little bit longer. Divine Lights gives +1 to cards from your deck and +1 max HP to enemies. Interesting. So the whetstone is a permanent upgrade. So we want to use that while we have this this +1 bonus to stuff. This guy's going to take 6 when we rest, so let's do that. I don't love where we're at right now. Our heat is far too high. Oh, the herb saved us. This does 3 damage to all enemies in play, so we can probably do a lap here. We can rest and then see if there's anything super simple to deal with. Heat increases by 2. Right, we'll get the shard, we'll leave. Holy Apple is provisions. Equipment chest. This card will be added to your deck. Inflicts 4 burn to adjacent enemies, triggers chain reaction. Inflicts 2 poison to a random enemy card in play. Gives you 3 dodge. Give me the dodge. And let's put that in here. And then we just have to get through this and we can get out of this mountain. Inflicts 1 burn to all cards in play. These 2 need to go. When this card receives burn, it instead gains +2 max HP. So, just gonna get rid of those guys. Then rest. I don't want the... I can't take this, I die after the rest, I think, so I can't really take this or this, which is very awkward. 6 shield seems important. No plants. We can go via the sword, though. Or the hammer. Whetstone gets the sword. This gives us 4 burn, which is too much. I'd rather just rest and not take it, I think. Alright, I never want to look at that mountain again. Endurance. Gold. Endurance is up, that's fine. We've got the apple. Relic. Gives you a permanent passive. As long as you have frost, attacks inflict 5 bleed. Wood cards generate a copy of something. When an enemy receives dodge, they receive poison instead. Let's make wood cards make more stuff, because if we can make wood cards make whetstones, we can have double whetstone gains. Shield is super high. Let's go for wood. Straight into a combat. Shame about this crystal being here. You're 2 damage to all enemies in play for the cost of 9 shield. I wonder if that's better than doing all of the attacking that would be ahead of us in this. Right, hammer is useless. This is good. That's also good. Where would I rather the whetstone go? Well, the sword's not here yet, but I guess we'll do this. Four dodge. Alright, took the apple. That's fine, I guess. Good dodge. Get the food. Means 3 max when you spend the night. Alright, we're out. 3 wooden shield. Equipment. This card will be added to your deck. Simple ring. Golden apple gives shield. That seems good. I do want more shield. Let's stick that there. Getting the golden apple to be big seems very, very good. Grumpy, impatient, unpleasant. Tantugo is never willing to help, let alone talk. You can buy this pack of 3 relics. Careful, one of the relics has a negative effect. Spirit cards also inflict burn onto enemies. You can reroll cards in play in danger zones. Enemies appear with 2 dodge. It's an interesting prospect. Secret room. More luck. Forces a random enemy to attack another random enemy. Gives you 3 provisions. I'll make the whetstone attack stuff, and then I want a late card to have the provisions on it. And we can go see this trader. Money deserves the best, doesn't it? Purchase 1 or more relics for gold. Using a power gives 3 provisions. Using a power gives you 4 shield. That's very good for us. After dodging, trigger one of your random special powers for free. That seems very interesting since we've got the Cloak of Invisibility. What are our powers again? Do 2 damage to all enemies in play for free. Generate 1 value wooden shield cards on 6 random empty spaces. I think I will take that. Now we are totally out of money. Get an exploration rune. A blue mist. All shield gains are reduced to 1. Oh god. Give me the whetstone. They attacked them, it seems. At least this time we get to use the pink crystal. Golden apple got bigger. There's our dodge. Let's go to here, then use our provisions before picking up more provisions. I'd say this one's going well. I will rest with provisions, then see what we can fight. We could do 2 damage to everything. We can't take the shield with us, can we? That's... by clearing a danger zone, sets your shield to 10, yeah. Gives +1 to all shield gains. Piercing damage cannot ignore shield. Replace all holy plank cards with wooden shield cards. And then the stuff that we've gained, yeah. Alright. It was not that effective. I think we can attack here. And then leave. A portal. When you receive gold, inflict frost to a random enemy. When you receive frost, gives you the same amount of shield, gives +2 to wood cards. Give me the +2 to wood cards. Make your choice. Gives 2 shield, gives 2 endurance, gives 2 max provisions. Give me the endurance, I think. Then we've got loads of headroom to take more cards. Right, we have 15 gold. We can revisit this guy. This is 14, so we can't reroll it. Spirit cards inflict burn. You can reroll cards in play in danger zones. Enemies appear with 2 dodge. I don't want enemies to appear with 2 dodge. I just don't fancy that right now. Nice. Whetstone. Get our invisibility on. Nice. We've got double apples. Loads of shield. You love to see it. Slice and dice. Right, we want to get to that golden apple now. Although we have this apple anyway, so there's that too. Hit there. Hit there. Take the medicinal herb before we rest. Voracious deals 2 damage. Gains +1 max HP when another enemy dies. It's 7 to rest. But that gives us shield as well, so... Generates 1 value wooden shield cards on 6 random empty spaces. Spirits we keep through all rounds, so I don't want to needlessly spend spirits here. These enemies are getting stronger. 5 and frost. I can't deal with frost if we then have to walk around, so we're out. Coins, provisions, relics. Using a special power inflicts 4 poison to all enemies. After spending the night, you receive 4 dodges, and all enemies in play receive 2 dodges. Spirit cards also inflict thorns to all enemies in play. Now my questions. Using a special power also inflicts poison. After dodging, trigger one of your random special powers for free. Does that count? It says trigger, not use. So, uncertain. After spending the night, get 4 dodges. This... After dodging, trigger one of your powers. So, more dodges seems okay. We've got loads of money now. Tons of money. Reduce the cost of your special powers by 2 spirits. After using a special power, moves the votive altar in play next to you. Using a special power inflicts 4 bleed to all enemies in play. I'm going to take that. We'll see if everybody gets bleed when we use dodge. Using a power also gives you 3 provisions. Is also interesting, but I'm going to reroll for 4 because there's a lot of good stuff here. Special power inflicts burn. After dodging, trigger one of your things for free. 2 of those sounds super broken. Using a power gives you 4 shield. Alright, we'll see if that does synergize how I hope that it will. Off to the ruins or the windy meadow? Let's go ruins. Right, I really want to know how this dodge synergy pans out. Spend the night is free, but can no longer be triggered manually. When 75% of the slots are empty, the night will pass automatically. You can move to empty slots using 1 provision. I don't want to use that yet. I need to use 4 tiles, though. Well, that'll be 4, I guess. Right, so we have 10 dodge. They do work. Enemies have loads of bleed, we have loads of shield. That made a sword. We need to make 4 tiles empty, so... we get more dodge. Creates a shield. Oh my god, it's so good. 5 empties. Look at all that shield. When we rest for free, we could just do this forever. Now, we don't need to do it forever. We just need to do it long enough to get this to 27, I think is the maximum. But we're in no danger, so I'm all good with that. If we can get more wood or anything else. Now, our provisions aren't infinite in this particular type of world. Right, 24 on the altar. Alright, I think that's the magic number. Obviously the spirits we get to keep, wood we get to keep. 3 legendary cards. Inflicts 3 poison and 3 bleed to all enemies in play. Gives you 2 shield and 2 dodge. Gives you 2 shield for every enemy in play. I guess the ethereal shield, but they don't feel incredible, but I think that's only because I'm comparing them to relics, which generally feel a lot more like cream of the crop. As long as this card is in play, gives +1 to provision, gold, and spirit gains. As long as this card is in play, after each of your moves, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Changes 1 random non-boss enemy in play into gold coins of the same value. I'm going to take the blue crystal. That just seems fun. It's in play. We should put it early. Get more use out of it. Inflicts 1 frost to all enemies in play. Gives you 3 provision. Gives 1 gold for each enemy in play. Provisions can go late game. For all of those of you who have kindly reminded me that cards can have more than 1 trinket on. Forces a random enemy to attack another enemy. Gives you 1 gold for each enemy in play. Inflicts 1 frost to all enemies in play. And now this is 2. So as long as the card is in play, after each of my moves, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. I guess we're going to get some thorns here. That's fine. Wow, we've got all the power. 4 cards, though, is a lot. Like, we'd have to eat the crystal to make that work. Or we could generate a bunch of 1-value shield cards, which gives us a looping route out of here. And another invisibility cloak. Crystal can go. Just because we've got all this dodge. I love it so much. Basically, it's now just a game of don't screw up. So, as ever, we could grow this votive altar as big as our desires, basically. But 27 is a magic number. 27, 28, something like that. I think 22 will be fine. Give me the gold, give me the spirits. We'll hop out. Oh, it's 3 legendaries. Maybe it's 17, not 27. Change 1 boss to gold. Add stuff. Gives 1 provision for each empty space. Reroll these again. Heals you 2 HP, gives you 2 shield, and removes all active weather effects. Interesting. Provisions, gold. Give me this guy. New to my collection as well. In this biome, at least, we don't need the provisions. Gives you 2 shield for every enemy in play. It's not bad, but it's pretty expensive. Secrets. Relics. Wood cards also inflict damage, like that. Adds 1 gold apple. When an enemy takes bleed damage, deals the same amount of damage to another random enemy. Do we have any inherent bleed? Using a special power also inflicts 4 bleed. We do. When an enemy takes bleed damage, deals the same amount of damage to another random enemy. I want this, but I think this is best. Right, so there's a fight just here. That's just fantastic. So they take bleed damage, which is just extra damage. And that just chains along and along and along. Oh, excuse me. I panicked about thinking about getting to my mute button, then I didn't get to it. Yeah, we are pretty chill. We need one extra. We have 7 provisions. But I don't think we need better rewards right now. I think we're pretty strong. Using a special power moves the votive altar next to you in play. When an enemy takes damage and survives, it receives as many bleed. Using a special power also gives you 3 dodge. Can we lose? Can we lose now? Hey, it's Andos. Ah, there you are. I was just looking for one of you. Andos, why does Heron Surge only have 6 heads left? I've already told you, it was Pyrene's sacrifice to summon. In that case, explain to me what you see here. What? Where did you find this silly old scribble? I don't... Don't lie to me, Andos. I swear by Abellio, if you... Ah, shut up, you idiot. When were you finally going to understand? I've had enough of your whining. Swear on any of your stupid gods. If you couldn't even catch a pathetic little priestess like Pyrene, you don't stand a chance against me. That look, it wasn't human anymore. What if it was him? Playing with us all this time. You won't get away with this, you scum. Off to the caves. Area 4, not Area 5 yet. Interesting. What a weird, tiny offshoot room over there. Right, lots of roots. A torch lights up the area around you. Okay, I don't want to eat this crystal. Oh, we've got double crystals now, so we're resting on our own resources again, which I'm totally okay with. It's just a matter of how much stuff can we eat. I'm going to eat one of those because we need to clear up tiles to get to the altar at the end of the round. We might be too strong. So our dodge just goes up every time we attack while we have dodge. Just kind of hilarious to me. Alright, a grand old time. Bleed on enemies is triggered as soon as the status is applied. After you dodge, generate a wooden shield. When you receive frost, gives you as much shield. Bleed. Bleed, bleed, bleed. This is fine. Carry all of that over here. Spirits. Plenty of those. Even more stuff to hold. Danger zone will go to the left because that presents us with 2 routes forward. Dodge is going to protect us from bleed. As we dance around our blue crystal. I decided not to take the sword so I could attack with it, but if we attack with it, we would have to go through our crystal, which I definitely don't want to do. We just have an unbeatable combo here. More provisions. Choose a card. Spend the night. Frost. Inflict 2 burn. Gives 3 shield. Gives you 4 shield. Inflicts 4 frost to enemies. Will do. Are you at the end? Yes, you are. I'm fine with that. Over here. Even more stuff. Gives you 2 provisions. Heals 2. Doubles the frost value of enemies in play. Gives you 3 shield. Oh, you can give me 3 shield. Fine with that. We don't need the provisions or the frost on that. Let's do that with frost. And just kind of spreading our provisions around, aren't we? Then I want to put the frost after the ice shield. Now, it is an option to get rid of weather, but weather doesn't seem to be our problem. 70 gold. I'm just gonna not worry about it. Oh look, weather. Enemies have -1, but gain 3 when you spend the night. This is just getting absurd. This apple has so much provision on it as well. But we're settling into a nice, cozy routine. I do wonder what the fight against Andos might be like, if that is indeed where we are headed. There's 2 crystals in play now, so even more damage just to everything. You have a natural 10% chance to dodge enemy attacks. When an enemy receives bleed, it gives you the same amount of spirits. That's the easiest choice in the history of the world. Secrets. +3 luck. No talismans available. Fog. When a status is applied, halve its value. I want to get to this guy. That's probably my crystal. It is. Try and do some eating before... before we take this apple, I was about to say. Except we still have just full provisions, so who's worried? Not me. Just everything dying off screen. Another whetstone. And we're out. Hammer. Deals damage, adds shield. Deals damage, add frost. Gives provisions, gives health. We'll take another hammer. This one is just better though. Another secret room. Extra shield for our finale. Great. 7 damage on the crystal is absurd. And then the dodge train is pulling into the station. Rest. And then we'll go the other way around to get to the apple. Where are all the enemies? They just know they can't go toe to toe with us. As long as we don't accidentally die of starvation. But as this character, I don't think our health can ever be taken down by that. So shouldn't be a problem. Using a special power inflicts 4 frost, 2 wood cards. Excess provisions are converted into shield. I mean, I don't think our enemies need frost. We have 157 gold. 2 wood cards. What do we do on wood cards? Something special, right? Wood cards generate a copy of a random card from your deck, and they're bigger. Yeah, let's do that, because then we also have stuff to upgrade in town. I don't think we've been to the open woods before. No weather, no special effects. Mischievous Maru will do anything to defy those who venture into their domain. If there was ever a time, I think now is it. Flying leaves. The wind blows in the direction of your movement. Interesting. First of all, Whetstone. Then we keep that blue crystal open as long as we can. But I also need provisions. I'm gonna take out the blue crystal to spawn more enemies in per round. Because it's the provisions that I worry about most here. Everything gets wrecked. Yeah, our endurance, our shield rather, doesn't go down when we start. Sorry, our health is protected by our shield to prevent us from starving. That's the sentence I was trying to say. There's the altar. All the rewards. Maru's challenge. Reach the maximum level of Maru's totem. 24 enemies. 2 endurance. An equipment chest. Gives you 5 shield, inflicts incurable, spends the night for free, inflicts 2 bleed to drawn enemies, gives you 2 shield for every enemy in play. That's just free damage. When an enemy receives bleed, you receive as many shield. Using a power cost 6 spirits or more gives you +1 to a card in your deck permanently. Wood cards also heal your HP. Give me a red helmet. And a portal. Make your choice. 8 wood. And then in here, we can hold all of this, so I'm fine with that. Don't need to change the order of anything at this stage, I think. Right, keep the blue crystal alive. And then generally just go on walkabout. Very nice. 20 damage to everything as we take a step. Or to one thing, but seems to be about the same difference. And you know, big old swords to boot. Free knight. Definitely gonna go fetch all this wood before we leave. Gives you 2 dodge, inflicts 2 burn to your enemies, gives you 3 provisions, gives you 5 shield. More dodge will be great. Here's a trader. Apply echo to a card in your deck. This card's effect is triggered once more. It's got to be blue crystal, right? We could do it a 3rd time for 46 gold. We could do it a 4th. This is just silly. This is so silly. So, as long as this card is in play, after each of your moves, deals 10 damage to a random enemy 4 times, right? Because it's echo, not 40 damage. No. I mean, not that it's making a great deal of difference to me. And in the boss fights, I'm sure it'll be incredible. And so long as our shield remains super high, we don't need to worry about our provisions. Because we can just rest with our oodles of health. We're going to come back with so much wood. Like, we're going to be able to upgrade everything after this run. Give me a shield. Give me a chest. As long as this card is in play after each of your moves inflict 1 bleed. Spend the night for free and bleed. Honestly, I'd like to get the mosquito to go, but we just don't have like the physical space to do it, I think. Like to hold it and the crystal on board. I want to see this. I'll take that. Actually, let's do one of you like much earlier for free resting. 30 gold. Inflicts 2 bleed to all enemies in play. This guy is silly now. Inflicts 1 frost to all enemies in play. Inflict 3 burn to all enemies in play. Give you 1 provision. Sure. Oh! Apply 8 talismans to a card. Lovely achievement. Right. It's all danger zones. This will be an interesting route to take. Honestly, I'm not even going to go after the whetstone right now. Because it's just a dead end that I don't need. Alright, now we'll take it. That blue crystal is absurd. But we barely even get to attack with dodge to trigger everything, because everything else has already gone before we get there. Card will be added to your deck. I'll take an invisibility potion. There's our final boss. Are we going to go clear the floor? I guess we are. We'll try and make quick work out of this. Nice for the crystal to be in the corner for us. Actually lets us have a full loop we can do, basically. Well, that ruined the loop, but it's fine. There's our exit. Alrighty. We've got 200 souls. When you receive poison, also gives you shield. When an enemy gets bleed, gets spirits. Trader. Oh, who are you? A strange creature with the gift for duplication. The Truffen deck never takes their eyes off their customers' purses. I have seen you before. Choose one of your cards to duplicate it. I mean, it's a bit late for it, to be honest, but hey, I'm here for it, right? I didn't put the other whetstone at the top of the pile, but it's a formality at this point. We are just so OP. There we go. The crystal can hang out there quite comfortably, I think. It's the first time in the game I've kind of wished they had an increased animation speed option, which they might do. I can't say I've explored the options that deeply, but I just want to fly through these encounters. More provisions. Choose a permanent passive. After dodge, generate a wooden shield card. I don't need it. When you receive frost, no. Using a special power also spends the night for free. That actually might be not good for us. Doubles all bleed inflicted to enemies. Sold. Extra equipment chest. Right. Honestly, we don't need another whetstone, although it does do, like, everything we could possibly hope for, so you know what? I'll take it. And then up to the boss fight. We meet again. Harder to survive without my cards to help you, isn't it? Invincibility shield. Deals 10 damage. Andos draws his power from the monsters around him. Defeat enough of them to bring down his shield. There's going to be a lot of that animation, isn't there? How many do you want? Because we did the special puzzle guy earlier. So Andos gets stronger with each night spent, but equally, so do we. Also, we are going to have just an unbelievable amount of wood. Hey, he's down. Iris, guide my steps. Mathilda, how do you think you can defeat me with the help of your miserable little pagan gods? I'm a demigod, Mathilda. No one can defeat me. Do you hear me? No one. You again, freak. Didn't you get enough last time? You want another taste? But where's your little six-headed pet, so that I can finally finish what I came all this way for? Heron Suge is in a safe place. As for you, I won't let you slaughter any more innocent people. Coward, he runs again and again, never having the courage to face what he did. Pyrene? You? I don't understand. That steel you're carrying, do you have the others? They're in the village, but I don't know if... Show them to me, please. I think I owe you an explanation. Huh? 116. Lumberjack. Win an expedition with 40 wood. 127 wood. 4 exploration points. Pyrene, I don't understand. Why did you summon Heron Surge if you knew the monsters were... Summon Heron Surge? That is what Andos told you. What a... Ah. That's not what happened. Not at all. I'm the last priestess of Heron Surge, guardian of the gate to the underworld. We've been protecting it together for generations. Until the day Andos arrived, a conceited man who wanted to return home covered in the glory of having defeated a legendary serpent. I tried to explain to him the consequences if Heron Surge and I were no longer there to protect the entrance to the underworld. Andos didn't listen. He attacked me and left me for dead, shattering the seal that protected the gateway. Monsters began to escape, the ground rumbled. Fearing for my life, Heron Surge took me in his arms and fled. His takeoff shaped the ground into this mountain, and from the underworld soon emerged all of the creatures you know so well. That monster will pay for what he did to you, for what he did to us. Andos's flight has lasted long enough. Pyrene, you can now play Pyrene. The new sentinel. No matter her history, she's now an essential part of the village. Huh. Not where I saw the plot going. Alright, we've got 4 things to spend, but we can't upgrade this yet. A zone with Byro, mischievous and sometimes dangerous. Sold. Couple more still to do, that's fine. Forge. Get upgraded. Wind Potion. Swaps the position of 2 random cards in play, triggered 3 times. Wind Scroll. After spending the night, inflicts 3 thorns to all enemies in play, then swap their positions. So we have all this wood. Upgrade the cartography workshop in this tab. You must complete the main story to upgrade this building. Okay. I guess we'll complete the main story and then just have all the wood in the world left over. But for now, that is everything. We'll find out what Pyrene does next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.